Previously in Draping Part 1, we learned how fabric behaves depending on the direction of the grain. We learned the basic actions such as gathering, smoothing, and clipping. Finally, we learned how to drape a basic bodice pattern and to true the lines. Coming up today in Part 2.
Hello everyone, welcome to Part 2 of the crash course on draping. Today's video is about design. I wanted to show you Miss Inch because for draping, really you need a mannequin as she is. You see how she has all her lines marked and it's soft so you can really pin on her. But still, I'm gonna work with my red mannequin because I think you will understand a little better. But now we are gonna make our design, our draping. So we need to roll up our sleeve. So first of all, we are gonna need just like a tape, this little draping tape like that. You can use any tape, but this one is so thin that you can kind of draw all your lines in here. And this is why I prefer to use this. You can make your design like a, like the fashion designer, like you draw something, or you can just directly draw there. Like I have a lot of colleagues that prefer just play with the mannequin and the fabric. It's all allowed. So let's start. I'm making my drawing first, so you know exactly what I'm looking for, so you will understand better. But as I said before, you can just let your imagination work while you are draping. Lines like the center line, center bust, all those lines, you have it marked on your mannequin. But now we are gonna imagine that they are here, right? And I'm gonna trace my design on my mannequin. As you can see, I'm gonna start with that line that goes from one place to the other, and then I'm gonna mark the lines of the princess cut. I'm doing that by eye because you never know. The waist is marked, the side is marked, so I just need to mark now the cup, and I think I'm gonna make it like that. In my mind I had it like a serpent going in. But I'm gonna make it like that, will be easier. Now I'm gonna iron a little bit my fabric, and I'm gonna make sure to place my fabric with the grain of the fabric. We talked about that in our other video. The grain of the fabric will be completely parallel to the center front of your design. Now I'm just gonna cut all the excess of material because I just need the small center piece. I on purpose made that design asymmetrical, and I'm gonna tell you why. That way you have to work with the whole mannequin. If your design is symmetrical, then you just need to do half of it. I know what you are saying, oh Ida, you are complicated your life. No, I just want to show you the whole process, like what will be a real process. As you can see, I already explained in our last video, I'm cutting what will be kind of the seam allowance so the fabric can sit relaxed. Because as we did in our last video, it's a matter of trying to adapt my fabric to the surface of the mannequin. And to do that, you need, one is to have the experience to know where the cuts are proper, or two, be patient, pulling and smoothing until you got what you want. Sometimes I feel like people that are new to the draping world can develop better ideas because they are not attached to the regular standards. Here, you see, I'm having a little problem because when I put that tape, I did that curve just too big over the breast. And as I said before, we are talking about a flat fabric that we are trying to accommodate in a body that is not flat. This is why I had to change the tape and put it where the material can sit right. So pretty much if you don't know anything about draping, you will find that problem, and it will take you a little bit more time to realize where the problem is. But at the end, you might have more creativity. So don't be too scared on working and trying new ideas. Here you go. Now I have my first piece. Now I think I can work the side piece here, right? Again, making sure to have my piece at the grain of the fabric. And now I'm gonna go and pin all around, pinning and smoothing, pinning and smoothing. And then of course, I'm gonna cut the excess of material, and always all those clips are so important. Otherwise your fabric doesn't accommodate and you don't know what is it that you are doing that is wrong, but it's just that. As you can see, I don't cut everything at the same time because you could make a mistake. Now, as you can see, I'm marking the fabric where the tape is, and I'm marking all around before I do my last cut. Are you enjoying this video so far? Make sure to give it a like and comment. Your support boosts this video, which helps me keep sharing free sewing tips. I also have 2 other channels, so make sure to subscribe to them so that you don't miss any posts. If you want to take your sewing to the next level, I've created 2 in-depth e-courses, so don't forget to check them out and keep growing your sewing skills with me. Now I can go and cut very close. I'm leaving kind of a little seam allowance because usually you want to sew the same piece that you cut. So you leave a little bit. Always at the bust area, sometimes there is a little bit more material, but that's normal because that is supposed to be ease when you are sewing. Now that my second piece is ready, now I can go and do the third piece. This one is so easy because it's pretty much flat, right? Now the fabric can follow that part. So I'm just putting my fabric, marking as I did at the other side, and then cut it. And this is what I have until now. You see, that was easy, right? So you can make like a bustier, everything you want. Of course, I'm not working with the back part of our pattern, but as you can see, the back has to be way easier, right? Because it doesn't have so many prominent shape like the bust, right? So I mark one part of my cup, and now I'm marking the second part. I was telling you before that when you are experienced, you know that the cup needs to be cut somewhere. You can decide if you want to do 1 cut like I'm doing or 2 cuts. It's up to you depending on the cup you want to do. I'm marking the last part of my cup, and now I'm gonna cut all the excess of material, and my cup is done. You see, that was easy, right? I have all my design, and now I'm marking my pieces to identify this is the side front, this is the other side front, we have the center front. And you know, while you have it in the mannequin, you can feel like oh, I will remember, but believe me, mark it because you are gonna have a problem if you don't. I'm sewing all the pieces now, and as you can see, I have them all marked, so it's pretty easy. I prefer to be sewing as I go because I feel like I don't make that many mistakes. But now that my pieces are sewn, I'm gonna put it back on the mannequin to see how I did. You see, you want to iron it, but because I use heat erase pen, I didn't. But you can use the water soluble pen and even any pen because that really doesn't matter, and then you could iron it. But that's it. You see, here is a little trouble. I can correct that. And that's the base of my design. This is the one that will be our final design, but you cannot drape without a base. This is so important. I feel like that was easy, and I really want you to let me know in the comments what do you think about this second part. And if you find this video useful or entertaining, please give us a like, give us a hype, and don't forget to subscribe, share, comment. Bye!